What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where today we brought a new car to the channel, a 1979 Cadillac Coupe DeVille with a 7-liter, 425 cubic inch V8 engine. This is an old school two-door Cadillac, and it looks like it may actually have around 68,000 original miles on the odometer. It's a really interesting car. It looks like it was owned by somebody older, and it was released to a charity. The charity sent it off to Insurance Auto Auctions, where I picked it up for about $2,600. It is in surprisingly good condition. It's listed as a non-runner. It says it does not run, it does not drive, and it looks like it has been parked for many, many years. Both front tires are flat. That's interesting because the front tires actually look new. They still have the blue on the sidewalls with excellent tread, but it's the front tires that are flat and the rear tires actually seem to be holding air pretty well. This thing is a boat. It's got that kind of half vinyl top, which actually looks pretty dang good, except for up here. It is a little cracked and dried out on the top, but the rest of the vinyl looks good. The paint looks really good. We are missing the tail lamp filler panels right here. These things always disintegrate and you're left with this ugly hole. Thankfully, these are not hard to find aftermarket for about $250. After fees and everything, I ended up paying you guys don't want to know, about $3,600, okay? About $3,600 is what this car cost me out the door. This thing is in remarkable condition. The only real damage I've found on it, other than the filler panels missing and this cracking and dried top here, is this patch. I'm not sure what happened here, but somebody, maybe it was a dent? I have no idea. I've seen that before. I have no idea why it's like that. Of course, we have another completely flat tire, a couple hubcaps missing. The antenna, unfortunately, was bent, and I tried to straighten it out and I broke it. The battery was also completely toast. The battery was from 2019, so it wasn't actually that old. I was surprised to find the battery was that new, so I did the right thing, and instead of messing around with it, I just went ahead and got, hey, I said open. There we go. I went ahead and got a brand new battery from old Wally World there for $69. This is the value series of batteries. And, oh, this should be good enough. I don't want to go spending a whole bunch of money on a car that I don't know anything about. Right now, a fresh, hot battery is definitely something you want before you start messing around with these cars. The last thing you want is take an old, mostly dead battery and try to get a car running on it. Messing with jump packs and stuff isn't a whole lot of fun either. So my first go-to anymore is grabbing a nice, hot, fresh battery and throwing it in these cars. Also airing up the tires. I can't stand the car just sitting on the ground like that. It looks so bad. Hopefully the tires hold air. Look at that bad boy. 7 liters, 425 cubic inches. Oh, and it comes with a brush and a sock with mouse poop. Oh, that's perfect. A sock with mouse poop all over it. That's epic. Of course I grabbed it. Why not? Let's see if it's got any coolant. It doesn't look like it's very full, but it's actually up to about here. So, I mean, it's got enough coolant in it. So you'd be able to run this. What I think is interesting and why I think it doesn't have more than maybe 68,000 miles on the odometer is the way everything looks under the hood. It is a little grimy and a little dirty. This is some kind of a, what is this, an air compressor? Does this car have air ride? No way. Somebody comment, this is air ride. This is an air compressor. Is the rear end on air suspension? Or what? No way. Maybe, guys, maybe. I don't know if that is a new master cylinder, but I mean, she looks to be in pretty good shape. It's got a date on it of remanufactured March of 86. 1986, huh? You got your Delco Remy high energy ignition distributor. It's got all the belts. Even the air compressor. Look at that. That looks like the original compressor. What do you think? Does it have? It still works. Are you kidding? Look at that clutch. Smooth as silk, man. All right, let's check the oil. clean-ish. I mean, it is dark, but I can still read the add 1 quart under it. So a tad low on oil and clean. That's good news. And what do you say we go check the transmission dipstick as well, which should be hiding over here somewhere. I mean, look how good this looks. It even says CAD for Cadillac. This thing, I mean, it's dirty. Don't get me wrong. It is dirty, but it looks original. This is what I call an honest engine. You know what I mean? It's honest. Somebody didn't clean it up to try to make it look better than it is. What you see is actually what you get. And take a look at this. Here's another reason I think it only has 69,000 miles. Look at the stickers. Danger. Look at your emission stickers right here for vacuum lines. You see that? And then you got your entire sticker here that tells you the timing, the spark plug gap, all that stuff. All the stickers are still here. Every piece of this car is still intact under the hood. Let's see what's going on with the transmission here. She is, oh, very, very low. Of course, it's not running either. Take a look at that. Do you see that? Transmission fluid's a little brown. I won't hold that against it. That's not too bad, but it's going to need some fluid because when we fire it up, that fluid's going to go all the way down. There's not going to be anything left in there when we fire this thing up. Let's see if we can peep down at the valve train here. I can't see anything in there. Can't see anything. Yeah, I really do. I think this car is legit on 69,000 miles, 69,000 miles, 100%. Look how good all of this looks too. The headlights, somebody needs to aim that. That headlight needs to be replaced. But the grille, the chrome, even the rubber bumpers, all still here, still intact, looks really good. This is a sharp car, guys. Let's take a look at the door panels. Take a look at this. I mean, this thing is in beautiful, beautiful shape. Somebody put a towel over the package tray, the package shelf in the back to keep it from being damaged by the sun. You've got, what is this? Trash bags. You got a bunch of trash bags in here and napkins. Again, all signs leading to somebody older that owned this car. Kentucky Cumberland Valley map. Oh, wow. Free map. And the smell, if I could tell you what the smell in this was, it's old and it smells so damn good, man. You would know the smell of an old Cadillac like this. You just pop your head in here and you can smell it. Ashtray with cigarette lighter. Look at this. Look at this. Oh man, even the headliner is in, well, it's sagging, but it's still intact. It's still in pretty good shape. You got the original Cadillac floor mats back here. What is this? What is this? A receipt? This car is probably full of goodies, guys. Oh, I can't read it. Hold on, maybe there's a date. It says AutoZone. AutoZone limited warranty, but I can't read anything else on it. I can't tell what the date is. Oh, this is it right here, guys. This is it right here. There are spider webs all over the interior. Look how nice everything in here is, too. Is that an 8-track player? Oh, man, we got to buy some 8-tracks. We got to buy some 8-tracks. Oh, we've got, what is this? Hold on. Bear aspirin in a metal tin. Bear aspirin in a metal tin. And it, listen, it's full. What is this? Oh, don't tell me this is somebody's drugs. What do we got in here? Oh, we've got, I don't know. We've got screws. Okay. We got toothpicks. It looks like we've got a receipt. We've got some cards. Maybe some of this will give us a little bit of information of where this car actually came from. It says, Key needs to have his battery receipt on his 2670 700 1994 Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward. Oh my goodness. And look, this is a maintenance thing. Oil and filter change April of 1990. And then June of 90. And then November of 90 at 36,000 miles. 1992. or 93. It's hard to read that, but it shows 46,000 miles. 1994, 52,000 miles. And then it ends in 1995 at 55,000 miles. Currently, it shows 68,671. And if you look up here, all right, this car has been parked approximately since 1998. So this all adds up. When you find something as simple as this, and this doesn't have a Carfax report. Okay, this is 1979. There's no Carfax on this. So when you see something like this giving you all of the miles, and you finally get down to 1995, and it's got 55,000 miles on it. And then right here, 1998, 67,059, and it's sitting at 68,761. So somewhere around 98 or 99 would be my guess. This car ended up getting parked. And here we are in 2025. Wow, 27 years later. 27 years later, and here we are. There are spider webs across the entirety of the dash. I don't know if that comes out on camera, the glistening of the light in the spider webs, but this whole thing has got spider webs all over it. The trip is still sitting at 443 miles. This thing is so cool, and somebody's gonna have to tell me what this is, because this is a factory, genuine General Motors. It says right here, GM. What is this, a PA? Breaker. What, is it a built-in CB radio? Because there's no controls for a CB radio. This almost has to be like a PA system. Super cool. And then what is this light right here? What is all of this? I don't know. We're going to have to find out together. But before we do, why don't we pop the trunk real quick and see if they left us any goodies in there. I noticed we're missing a couple of hubcaps. I'm hoping that maybe those are in here. Now, one of the things that I really like and respect about this car, other than it's just a beautiful old Cadillac, is the fact that this is carbureted, which means, yes, the fuel system's probably gummed up, it's probably in bad shape, but it's a carburetor. You could throw, I've got a boat tank in the garage if we need it, throw some fuel, I've got a clicky-clacky pump, run it up in a regulator, run it up to the carburetor, boom, car runs, just like that. That simple. It should not be that difficult to get running. We got a spare tire. Looks like this is one of those space saver tires right here. Take a look at that. You ever seen one of these before on an old car like this? Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. You've got these, what is this? That looks like some kind of a retractor in there. And then these cardboard panels. Do these just open? What is in there? Okay, I don't know. You've got this green carpeting looking stuff. Oh, we got stuff under it. What is this? Irish Spring Sport. God, I actually remember this soap. I remember this. What do we got here? Oh, we got probably mouse. Oh, okay. Yep. The filler panels for the taillights. They tried to save them. You can't save these guys. They're no good. They're no good. I get why you'd want to, but you can't save them. And take a look. Even the original sticker for the spare tire and the bumper jack and everything is sitting right here, man. This is incredible. Is this a soft close, or is this no? We weren't to soft close yet, I guess. Well, you know what we need to do? We need to hook up a battery, and I'll grab the air compressor. Let's air up these tires, and let's see if we can get the old girl to do something. So I'm not sure how this one's gonna go, but surprisingly, this little compressor just popped the bead back on. The bead was popped on this. It got up to about 3 PSI, and it wouldn't go any further. There it goes, it's airing up. No kidding. It's actually taking air. Look at this. Oh man, look at that. She's coming up off the ground. I can't believe my little Milwaukee popped the bead back on. I didn't even know the bead had popped, but I noticed it got to about 3 PSI. It wouldn't go any further, and you could smell it. You know the smell of old air? I could smell the air, and I was like, oh man, the bead's off. No big deal. I've got a tire machine in the shop. It's just kind of a pain to have to tear it all down, but we got the back tire from 10 PSI up to 33. This one's at almost 15. She's coming, guys. She's coming. We got a new battery under the hood. She's hooked up. So we're close, man. We're really close. The first thing I'm going to do after these tires are aired up is I'm going to put the key in it, and we're just going to see what happens, man. Look, we got lights. We do. We got lights. Let's just see what comes on in here. Fuel gauge came up. What's clicking? Something was clicking. We have a brake light, a generator light. Look, even the radio came to life. I don't know how to work this this radio here. What is this? Oh, hold on. Test, test, test. Test, test. No, it doesn't do anything. We got an SQ button here, which to me is like squelch. Oh, CB radio, channel 21. It goes through the stereo. Breaker, breaker, 10-4, breaker, breaker. Can you believe this? Channel 21 is the channel we're on. And then, how do you make this work? Okay, well, let's turn it off. We do seem to have some things working in here, so this is good news, guys. Coming really, really soon. We're gonna turn the key, and we're gonna see if this thing cranks over. Man, I thought this was gonna be quick and easy. This tire did not want to air up, not at all, so I had to jack it up and get it aired up that way. Thankfully, once the tire was off the ground, she aired up just fine. Somewhere up here, we got the valve stem cap, valve cap. It is hot today, guys, so forgive me. I am hot and kind of exhausted right now. Let's get this thing down. There we go. Look at that. Sitting up on all 4 tires again. All the tires are aired up. Battery is installed. There's one more thing I think I'd like to do, and I'm surprised that gas gauge moved. And I know a lot of you are gonna think this is a bad idea, but, and I can't remember how these work. Doesn't the cap sit like, I keep thinking the cap was designed to sit in here somehow like this. I can't remember. There is a way, I swear there is. This cap, it's the, oh, right there. Right there, just like that. The cap sits in there and actually holds that open. Now I've got these amazing VP Racing jugs. Unfortunately, VP does not sell these as gasoline jugs anymore. They're considered water jugs, liquid jugs, that's all they say. However, I use them for 93 octane gasoline all the time. No issue at all. So I'm gonna pour this thing in here, then we're gonna try to fire this bad boy up. Well, moment of truth, I just put 5 gallons of fresh gasoline in this thing. I put a tag in the back window because I'm determined. We're taking this thing out for a ride today. So, who's ready? Ooh. Something is blowing. Isn't this is off? Interesting. Let's pump the gas. We have a brake light on and it runs. Horn? That's a no. Windows, maybe? There we go. Let's get those windows down. Oh, come on. No passenger window, really? Oh, that sucks. It's not running great. Not surprised. Oh, the fuel gauge just went way above full and it died. Come on. No, she died again. Okay, so a couple things. Hey, the seat works. That's pretty interesting. The brakes. I keep thinking these brakes, when they're on like this, there's a button you have to push down here. Yep, right here. Can you see it? Right there. You got to be very careful because this thing can come back and bite you. There we go. Push that up and that lets the brake off. Sorry guys, I just dropped you. Well, I'm gonna let you in a little secret. If you missed the video, we already knew this car would run. It's listed as a non-runner, but we actually got it fired up at the insurance auto auctions when I did the walk around. Come on. Stay running. Gears? No gears. Like nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Then she dies. Okay. Stop engine temp. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. It is hot as hell out here today. I gotta pick all this stuff up. Now I'm determined we are gonna go for a ride. Let me take some of these tools back to the shop with me. I'm gonna go grab some Dex Merc fluid, probably 3 or 4 quarts of it in a funnel. We're gonna come back and see if we can't get this thing to move with a little bit of transmission fluid. Well, I put 1 quart in. I also added 1 quart of oil. Brought a couple more quarts with me just in case. And what we're gonna do is we're coming here, we're gonna start the car, we're gonna put it in gear. We're just gonna keep adding a quart until this thing finally decides to start moving. There it is. Are you serious? That was it? Fluid? It's moving. It's moving. A little slow still. Come on, stay running, girl. Stay with us. There we go, stay with us. She does not want to idle. Not at all. Probably gonna have some carburetor issues here. I'm gonna add another quart of this to it. And then we're gonna check the fluid. I think after the 2nd quart, that should be enough. Come on, don't die. Don't die, stay running. Stay with us, girl, stay with us. You can do it. You can't do it. That's fine. All right, guys, let me finish dumping this in. We'll get it running again and we'll check the fluid. Well, she's running, not well, but she's running. This will allow us to check the transmission fluid after 2 quarts. I did check, make sure it goes forward and backwards. It does just fine. My question is do we still need fluid? Oh yeah, she's dry as a bone, guys. Dry as a bone. We're gonna need all of the fluid. Well, let me tell you where I'm at with it. It's right up to the cold mark, which is where it should be, because it's not warmed up yet. See, these hinges need a little help going down there. Old car things, guys. This one's all right. That hinge is a little out of whack. You can hear she ain't running quite right. Let's come back to the rear end here. I'm concerned that we may be dumping trans fluid. Listen to this thing run. Hear it? Yeah. She don't sound too happy. So here's what I've decided to do. We're gonna take it for just a quick ride around the block. Then we're gonna put it over here in the driveway so that we can see if there's any transmission fluid leaking. Oh, she takes off fine. Yeah. Oh, come on now. Brakes are a little questionable. It shifted. Tires are flat spotted like crazy. They are flat spotted like crazy. Cruise control is over here. You push that and then you push the set button and you hold it. Something just flew off the car. That's promising. Brakes are really bad. Brakes are really, really, really bad. Wow. Okay. I just want to know, what do I hear falling off the car? That's... I've heard a couple things just like ka-clink, 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 ka-clink. She's driving though, and she shifts. It doesn't seem to drive bad. I wish I knew where the horn was, because it doesn't seem to work. I mean, the car stops, but it feels like the brakes ain't quite right. You know what I mean? But look, it's driving, and the fuel gauge seems to be working again. It's about half a tank. And it does stop. So I wish the other window worked. It's actually... it's not too shabby, guys. Give her a little throttle. Oh, she cleans up as soon as you give it gas. Shifts great. It just doesn't drive great because those tires are flat spotted. Okay, like I said, we're gonna pull it in the driveway real quick. I'm gonna try to do the 10 mile on this. As long as it's not leaking, the brakes are feeling better. As long as it's not leaking transmission fluid everywhere out from under, that is my biggest concern right now, is that maybe we have a serious transmission leak. Oh, did these doors lock? Oh, hell, come on. Oh, wow, I can't even open that. We gotta scoot this seat back. There we go, thank God this seat works. I mean, it's a Cadillac, you're not supposed to be sitting on top of everything, you know? I think that's as far back as she goes. Oh, even the tilt works on the seat. No kidding. Do the wipers work? Look at that. Headlights? I turned on the headlights. We have brights. Where are the brights? There they are. I think the brights are working. I can't get out of the car because the freaking door locked and it won't open. What is going on here? Ugh. I can't get out. It's running great. Still idles like crap. We're gonna reset the trip. There we go. It's still just, nah, the idle's not good on it, man. Idle's no good. I turned on the lights. I'm just curious if the, yeah. Look at that, would you? She's trying so hard to come back to life. Poor thing's been parked for so many years. And she just died. Tail lights seem to work too. Yeah, side marker lights. Poor car, man. Poor car. She's been sitting a long time. Fire's right back up though. So why don't we move it? Let's move it out the way here. And let's take a look and see if we see any fluid on the ground here that would tell us that this thing is just dumping trans fluid, because if it is, we can't take it out on the road, you know what I mean? Look at that, dry as a bone. So where'd the transmission fluid go? I'll be the first to admit I don't have a clue. But we're gonna get in the shade here. I'm gonna pop this hood. She's had time to go around the block and warm up a little bit. So, let's check the dipstick. Set this on the ground. Set this on the ground. We don't want those in the car anyway. There we go. See how it's idling now? It's getting better. It's getting better. She just needs to be driven. I'd almost bet by the time we get down the road and come back 10 miles, should be just fine. There's no pressure on the cooling system yet. Let me sit you guys down here. In case you can't tell, I'm really excited about this car. Like I'm genuinely excited about this Cadillac here. Reminds me of my grandpa. He was a Cadillac man. He would have loved this. Although he was partial to the 60s, I think his favorite was a 66. Still, she's in the safe zone, barely, but she's also still warming up. So I'm gonna say that, my friends, is good enough for me. We'll stuff the rag down by the battery so that we have it with us in case we need it. And you gotta walk this hood down, you gotta push in and push. You gotta really push on these things. These hinges, they need all the help they can get, man. And then really make sure that hood is closed. See, everything lines up great over here, but the hood hinge on this side, there's something not, see what I mean? Look at that. Now you can push down on it and it gets better, but this side, it's sitting way too high. She's still running. We got a tag. I brought an air pump with us just in case we need it. We have no extra fluids, so if things go wrong, we're in trouble. We have a brake light on. Aside from that though, man, cruise control. We have off, cruise, and auto. I don't know what auto means. We're just gonna put it on cruise control. We have a radio yet? Ah. Hold on. Okay, I officially give up on the radio. Let me get buckled up, guys. Let's try to take this thing on a 10-mile highway drive after being parked since 1998. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is so unbelievably hot. Oh my goodness. I wish I could just roll that other window down. It is insanely hot in here right now. All right, here we go. Cadillac time, boys and girls. Let's see if we can get this thing on the road. Boy, this thing is all glass too. No blind spots. Here we go. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna cross our fingers. We're gonna hope for the best. Oh, thank you. That wind feels good. Woo! Air conditioning is a must, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. All right, so here we go. We're starting our journey. We reset the trip. We're doing 35 miles an hour. And the only light on the dash is the brake light. I would bet that if we bled the brakes, get some fresh fluid going through it and just bleed these lines out, I'll bet the brakes would be fine. They feel pretty good now. They're not perfect, but they feel pretty good. We're gonna try out the cruise control. We're just gonna cross our fingers and hope everything's all right, because the speed limit goes up to 55 here, and I'm going 45, and then right here, it's getting ready to go up to 65, so she's a little bumpy. Those tires they're a little rough. All right, here we go. It's time. Just do it, man. Let's go for the gold. 65 miles an hour. We're at 60. And I'm being gentle. I'm not flooring it or anything. I don't want to be too hard on her. There's 65 right there. Let's set the cruise. Does it work? It does. The cruise works. The cruise control is holding it at 65. No way. No way. Surprisingly, even with really bad tires, it doesn't ride too bad at all. Listen to my voice. You don't hear it shaking or anything. It is a little vibrating in here, but it's not bad. Now, I noticed the headliner sagging on my head here, which kind of sucks a little bit, but whatever, it is what it is. Car is running out absolutely great, guys. I can't believe this. She's on the road, cruising at highway speeds. This is so impressive. We've just crossed 2 miles. I'm telling you what, you put some brand new tires on this, fix this headliner, because this looks bad. Replace those filler panels for the taillights, and just put a nice polish on this car. Man, you got you a nice, and fix the air conditioning. Fix the AC, which I think, honestly, just needs to be charged, retrofitted maybe to R134. That air compressor works, guys. I'm telling you, this car is not far from being something you can take out and really enjoy on the daily. And all for, what, $2,600 I think is what I paid for it, 36 or so out the door. That's an unbelievable deal for something like this. You want to talk about a land yacht? Come on, guys. This thing is insanely huge. I still don't know why there's a compressor up by the front of the hood. I'm going to have to research that. Maybe one of you can drop a comment below. I'm sure a lot of you out there know your Cadillacs. You're going to know exactly what that compressor is for. I'm assuming there must be some kind of an air ride on the back. I don't know. All I can tell you is that for a car that was abandoned back in 1998, which, by the way, this thing's dated April 21st of 98 for the oil change. Listen, I got married March 21st, 1998 at the age of 18 years old. Okay? So this car, I mean, it takes me back. Even in the 90s, there were still a lot of these old land yachts driving around, man. And for some reason, this car didn't get driven much. I am 100% certain that the miles on the dash reflect the actual miles on this car. Everything about this car screams that it's original. Oh no, we've got a semi stuck. Oh great, we got cops. Well, I've got tags this time. Great, we got a semi truck that's stuck up here. And we got highway patrol out here. Oh, this is my turnaround spot too. Okay. Well, this is interesting. You know how we do. We're gonna pull up over here in the shade where it's kind of cool. I haven't seen a temperature light come on. The car still idles rough as hell, man. Like she's not idling well, but as soon as you give it throttle, it cleans right up. And look, we got the box with the granny tissues and who knows what else in here. Oh, more of the surrounds, I think. I don't know what else is in that. And again, with the bear. Are you serious? The tin can of bear. I'm gonna have to hold on to that, man, because that's pretty cool. Let's pop the hood. Oh, she just died, of course. Of course, that's fine. She's a little temperamental, man. So I always stop. This is the 5 mile mark for me. This is the halfway point, although I think the odometer only shows, didn't it only show like 2 miles? No, it's at 4.9. So it's right on the money, which means the speedometer is accurate as well, or the mileage wouldn't be accurate. So I always stop. I usually stop at the other side, but you know, we've got highway patrol over there right now. I always stop here and just kind of gauge the situation of everything happening under the hood. A lot of times after a 5 mile drive on the highway, you get off and there'll be smoke, there'll be all kinds of stuff like burning off the engine after sitting for all this time. But you can clearly see from this one, there's nothing. Like not even the valve cover gaskets are leaking, guys. There is no oil anywhere. I mean, it's dirty, but there's no oil leaking onto the exhaust manifolds down here at all. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, she's solid. This is one, and we do have pressure on the cooling system. It's a little on the warm side like it should be, but I mean, it's not boiling hot or anything. And again, with this damn compressor, I gotta know what this is for. Somebody's gotta tell me what this is for. Oh, we got a tow truck trying to help the semi truck. We're gonna have to get out of here. We're gonna have to get out of here. And even though I do have a plate on the car, the plate is, as they would call it, improperly displayed because it's not actually attached to the to where the plate goes. This has got to get adjusted. We got to figure that out. I don't want to get myself in any trouble over here. What do you guys think, man? In my opinion, she's a beautiful old car. This is something I wouldn't mind holding on to. You know, chances are the reason the carburetor is running kind of messed up probably needs the filter replaced. It's probably still running that old filter in the side of the carburetor there. Put a new filter in it, you know, maybe some carb cleaner through it, maybe clean it up a little bit, or who knows, maybe the old Rochester Quadrajet needs to be replaced. Do you think the CB radio works now? Can we scan CB stations? No. It almost sounds like it's trying to pick something up. I can't believe we have a built-in CB radio. No. I don't even know if CBs operate the same way they used to back in the 70s, guys, but... Well, anyway, gas gauge looks like it's probably accurate. It's probably accurate. This car is in incredibly good shape, man. I am so happy with this purchase. I was worried this was going to go for some money. I don't know if these are actually worth anything, but I saw it and immediately I thought, man, this car is worth some money. It's got to be worth some money, man, because these things in good condition are getting really hard to find. It's a crying shame that window won't roll down. I am dying in here, man. Normally I do some donuts over here too, but we ain't going to be doing that today neither. Obviously. We ain't gonna be doing that today. Get ourselves in a whole heap of trouble. So let's see if we can just get out this way without drawing any attention to ourselves and without getting hit by anybody. Here we go. All right, there we go. And down the road we go. She gets up to speed so nice. Oh, the Quadrajet opened up. Oh, look at her go. You guys can't see, but she got up and went, man. I couldn't believe that. I hit the throttle and the old Quadrajet, man. Those rear barrels popped right open. Yeah, and it did it again. Oh, yeah. Burn some of that carbon out. That's what my grandpa would say. He said, you got to burn the carbon out of it. You got to hit the gas, man. Burn the carbon out of it. Clean it up. Knock the cobwebs out of it. Or is that what he said to my grandma? Never mind. Anyway, set the cruise control again. We're doing 65. We're heading down the road in a massive Cadillac Coupe DeVille. It's kind of interesting jumping in an old car that you've never driven before. Something that you just got fresh from the auction for very little money. That was, again, another one of these vehicles that was left abandoned for whatever reason. Maybe somebody passed away. Most likely, I would say most likely somebody passed away, and the car just got forgotten about. And it sat and it sat and it sat, and eventually someone donated it to charity, where I was able to find it and bring it back to life so that it didn't end up meeting an early fate at a crusher. So many of these cars were lost to cash for clunkers. I don't know how many of you even know what that is or remember it. You may not be old enough, or maybe you're like me and you do remember cash for clunkers. It's a sad time in American history, honestly. They thought they were going to get a lot of big gas-guzzling cars off the road. So the government basically bought them up. They were bought out by dealerships. Dealerships were forced to pour a deadly concoction down the engine, which caused basically sand, is some kind of a silica. And you poured it in the engine and you floored it. And you let it rev until the engine destroyed itself. And then the cars were taken complete. They could not be parted out, taken apart. They were taken complete to the crushers and completely smashed and then melted down in China for their metal. Horrible thing, man, because they were trying to fight pollution, I guess. They wanted to sell more new cars. They wanted more fuel-efficient cars with less of a carbon footprint. So they took all the old cars in, gave people more money than they could have regularly gotten for them, and then crushed them, destroyed them. And down the road, everybody went in their new Hyundais and Kias. Well, thankfully, somebody was smart enough not to send this one down the road, because this is a nice land yacht survivor. The crazy thing is, after sitting for God knows how long on flat tires, I can hold the steering wheel with a finger. You see this? Just one finger, and I'm going around a corner. A sharp corner. Really sharp corner. Just one finger. The car is not vibrating too bad. It does have a slight vibration, but nothing bad at all. You put a set of really nice white walls on this thing. I need to find a pair of hubcaps that match the other two, and you've got yourself a gorgeous old car. This is one you'd want to send down to Brian at the auto spa, and he'd be able to do a nice paint correction and put a ceramic coating on it. Even though it's just a plain white car, he would make this thing shine like a diamond, man. And that's probably what I'm going to do with it. I do need to figure out why it doesn't want to idle. We'll work on that later. Obviously, we're going to want to change fluids and make sure that everything's up to par. It might be worth doing an old school tune-up. Since this is a HEI ignition, all we have to do is change the cap, the rotor, the plug wires, and the plugs, and the fuel filter. And we'll see how it runs after all of that. This is something that, we're going to get to it a little bit later. I got a lot of other projects, a lot of other things that need my attention more than this. Mainly because this one runs and drives. All right, like seriously, you can jump in this and you can hit the road. If you put tires on it, I would not be afraid to take this thing out and actually start putting some miles on it. Now, bleed the brakes too. I forgot. We need to, let's hit the brakes real hard. There we go. It stops. It does, but I think it may be only running on the front brakes. And we'll park it right next to the other Cadillac. Man. And it died. 9.8 miles. Can I get you guys in there? Can you even see that? Almost 9.9 miles. I noticed something else too. Even though the air conditioning is off, the blower motor is on low. You can see it blowing down here. I can feel it blowing down there. Did I hear the compressor? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's fire it up again. It fires right back up. Air conditioning blows out of the vents. If we go to defrost, it goes to defrost. I mean, it blows out everything it's supposed to blow out of. And we need an 8-track, guys. I've got to try out the 8-track player in this. Low, auto, and high. I'll bet money you get some Freon in this thing. I bet you money that she runs, guys. I mean, that the air conditioning works. I guarantee it. I love this car. I love this car. Look at that. Look at the attention to detail in these things, man. Beautiful cars back in the day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like technology and I love the newer cars and everything, but There's just something about one of these, man. Something about an old car like this. And somebody put a tag on here. I'd love to turn that around. Is that an Oklahoma plate? It's backwards for some reason. That's interesting. I can't believe this headlight works. It's full of water and it still works. Look at that Cadillac crest right there. Oh, they just don't make cars like this anymore. Freaking land yachts, man. The hood's the size of a football field. Are you kidding me? All right, well, she's a little temperamental. I think after all the time that she spent locked up, hiding away probably in somebody's garage, there's no way this thing was sitting outdoors. No way this thing was sitting outdoors. I think she deserves to be a little temperamental. She's upset. Somebody abandoned her, and you know, our job is to get her back on the road, get her running and driving the way she's supposed to, and she's not far from it. I'm flooring it. Listen to that. It's responsive. It just doesn't like idling. Yeah, it absolutely idles like crap. I'd probably like to take this to town and throw a fresh tank, full tank of some premium. That's all right, girl. It's all right. We're done. All right. You had a hell of a day. This was a lot for a car that's been parked for that long. And I'll be honest with you. Like I said, when we went to the auction, I was out there doing my walk around. I knew this car was out there, along with a Fleetwood. Unfortunately, the Fleetwood was completely crushed, guys. The whole passenger side, and that car only had like 30, 40,000 miles on it, but the whole side, and it was more than just fender work. It was crushed all the way into here. The doors, pillars were crushed. The whole car was absolutely destroyed. I thought about bidding on it, but that car was already $1,800. It was also a non-runner. This one, however, I thought, man, for the right price, I would jump on this all day. And I'm here to tell you, for a $2,500, $2,600 winning bid, this was the right price for me. I'm very happy with it. Even at $3,600 out the door, I'm very happy with it. $160 of that was for shipping to get it sent. It was an hour from IAA in Oklahoma City to get it down here. So $160 for a boat like this on flat tires that did not run or drive. So they had to, you know, like winch this thing up or down or whatever. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I am thrilled to death with what I paid for it. Very happy with it. I think it's a great car for what it is, and it was a wonderful car for the money. It needs a little bit of work, just like everything else out here. Everything that I've got out here, I bought for a good deal because there's something wrong with it. It needed some work, it needed a little bit of love, and ultimately that's what I'm here for. To take these old cars that have been abandoned and forgotten and breathe new life into them and then send them down the road so the next owner can enjoy them. With that, I'm gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'm offering channel memberships now. I've actually been doing it for years, but I haven't really promoted it. So with the channel memberships, I'm starting to roll out videos. You guys get to see them before anybody else, usually a good week or so, sometimes even longer before anybody else. It's $1.99 to join the members, and I'll put a link below this video. So if you're interested, you can join, help support the channel. I appreciate it. If not, just enjoy the content as it rolls out. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you guys again very soon in the next one.